Que mis amigos, Juanito Sanchez. So one of the reasons I love to be in Rocky Point is because of this. Every time that I come to Phoenix, there's just so much traffic. I love Phoenix though. Phoenix is a wonderful place. This place has been a blessing to me and all the people that we have come across and helped over the years. I was calculating, we've been doing this now, the real estate business, for about 33 years in Phoenix. And I'm calculating that we've helped about at least 7,000 people buy their own home. That means they have a roof over their head, they have a casita, they have a place to call home, they have very, very many wonderful memories. It's all about life, and so I love coming to Phoenix. I'm still a real estate broker out here. I come out here maybe 2 or 3 times a month, and I'm out here for maybe about 3 or 4 days, and then I'm back in Rocky Point, and I'm in Rocky Point for maybe 10 days, 12 days, whatever I can. The more I can stay, the better. But anyways, I came out this trip for several reasons. One, I picked up some donations that some friends have to take back to the kids and the families out in Puerto, Penasco. And thank you all very much. My friend Danny Valdez, who's also a real estate broker, we started going out to Phoenix more than 25 years ago. And I remember back then we used to load our truck and bring a bunch of donations out to Rocky Point, and it's just been a beautiful thing, to help people. And ever since, I've been spending a lot more time in Rocky Point, which now, this year will be 11 years that I'm a real estate broker in Sonora, Mexico. And we opened up Rocky Point Donation Center, my wife and I, and all my friends and family. It's just been a beautiful thing. So many people are helping. And we help people all year long, all year round. It doesn't matter if it's the holidays or if a pandemic is going on, or, something's always happening in this world. I hate to say it, but the government, they love to mess with people, and they would mess with us. And a lot of times we work so hard to make a living and to buy real estate and to invest, and then they mess around with the economy for one reason or another, mainly for them to make more money, I believe. They drop the real estate market so they can all start making money again. They make money when the real estate market drops, and they also make it when it goes up. So really, the most important thing, I think, is when you're living this life that we have, is try to get debt free. Try to get out of your mortgage payment, try to get out of your vehicle payments, try to get out of your credit card payments, and live totally debt free. I am so blessed, and I just love life so much right now, because everything that I have is paid for. That means all the real estate that I own nothing to no one. And back in 2008, I thought I was a big shot, right? I mean, we were rocking and rolling and selling all kinds of real estate, and I probably had about 20 properties that I rented out, and I was making money on all of them, and I made money on them. I bought them, and I fixed them, and I refied, and I made some money on them. Then I rented them out, and then I would pay the mortgage. And listen to me, I paid the mortgage. That's the key point. And then I would keep the difference. But when the real estate market crashes, I pretty much lost all my real estate. I only kept a couple pieces of property that I had paid for, and everything else I lost. I must have lost, 18 homes and a bunch of land that I was paying off every month. So now it's different. Now everything that I have in real estate is paid for, and I have no car payments, I have no credit card payments. It's just a total blessing. And it's a grind, man. I feel everybody. You know, most people are living paycheck to paycheck, and that's the way it is. You know, the U.S. economy is based on people buying stuff on credit and being in debt the rest of their lives, and that is a shame. It really is, but that's the system, and you need to learn how to beat that system out. And it's like I said, it's a grind. And I talked to my kids about it, and I said, try to get out of your mortgage payment as soon as possible, and make an extra payment or two every year towards your principal, and get that mortgage out as soon as you can, and don't get into credit card debt, and try not to buy vehicles on credit, and your life is going to be so much more relaxing and beautiful and enjoying, and it gives you time to do other things that you like, and mainly to care for other people, to help other people. So if anybody wants to help us in our donation center in Mexico, in Rocky Point, please reach out to me. If you need help in getting rid of debt, learning how to live debt-free, please let me know, and I can help you as much as I possibly can. Many of you know that I'm a real estate expert in Phoenix. This year will be 33 years for us in Phoenix. It'll be 11 years for us in Puerto Penasco. And right now, I'm really focusing on people that are retiring, people that are on Social Security, that they're just the same as everybody else. I mean, they've worked all their lives, and many of them, they're barely paying their food and they're paying their rent, because a lot of them don't own property. And the ones that do, some of them still have mortgage payments. And then they've got their insurance, and then they've got their medical expenses. And then they've got to buy clothes, and they got to buy clothes and shoes and the necessities of life. And so many of them are barely making it. Some of them are not. There's so many people. It's a shame that so many people are homeless. They're living with family. Many of them are living on the streets. Many of them are living in their vehicles. And so what I'm doing is I'm changing my focus here, because I love real estate. I love buying and selling and investing and building and making money in real estate, and investing in the future, knowing that I'm not going to take anything with me at the end of my life. I'm not going to take anything with me, but everything that I'm working for right now is for my grandkids and for my kids and for my wife and for my family, and I love doing it. So I'm going to continue to do this as long as I possibly can. But this year, at the end of last year, I started building a tiny house in Rocky Point. And I did it because I know there's a lot of retirees that want to get out of this place. They want to get out of, I hate to say it, but they want to get out of the United States. They want to get out of America. And a lot of them are moving to Mexico. Mexico City right now has over 500,000 people, American people, living in Mexico City. So you figure in Mexico, they're probably, I'm just guessing, there's probably a couple million people in Mexico that are either Canadian or foreigners or from the United States that are living there. And the reason that they're living there is for many reasons, but one of the main reasons is economics, right? And freedom and living in peace, and all this crap that you hear that Mexico is bad, that Mexico is dangerous, that people are getting killed in the streets. Really? Like, I've been all over Mexico. I've been to 23 states in Mexico, and that's just not the truth. I mean, there's stuff that goes on in Mexico just like there is here and in any other country. So if you have your parents or anybody that you know that are on Social Security, that are struggling, check in with me, and I'll make sure to take care of them. I am building tiny houses. They can buy a tiny house, pay it off cash, live under Social Security for the rest of their lives, and just enjoy life, being in a peaceful community. Rocky Point's a special place. It's a cool little town. The beaches are wonderful. The people are great. The food is awesome, and there's opportunity for them to go out and enjoy life, not be locked up in their apartments or their houses and just go to the supermarket. They can go out and walk on the beach and go to the stores and go to the parks and all the activities that are always going on in Mexico, and enjoy the culture and enjoy the people and enjoy the food and enjoy their lives. So this year is a new year for me with the tiny house business. Of course, I'm going to keep investing in building and selling other houses, and I'm going to help people buy and sell real estate and help them put a beautiful roof and have a beautiful home for themselves. That's still what I'm going to do all the time, but I'm adding to that. Now I'm going to be building tiny houses, and I'm building them for two specific people: retirees, people that are on Social Security, that can hardly pay their bills. You know, I'm helping a lady right now. She was a caretaker. I'm sorry, I had a call come in there, but she was living in her car for a few weeks. She couldn't work because when her caretaking job was over, the gentleman passed away. She couldn't get enough hours at work, and she was living in her car in a parking lot of some kind gentleman who has a restaurant that lets people park their vehicles there at nighttime. And now, like her and many other people, they're living in Mexico, and she's particularly living in Rocky Point. And I'm talking about one person. There's a lot of people like that can't make it in the United States. You can't do it in Mexico, and I'm there to help you. Come and be my neighbor, and I'll help you purchase a tiny home, get out of debt, enjoy life. And same thing for the young kids. So I've got some rental property that I have in Mexico, and one of the properties that I have that's right behind my home, I have a young couple there. They're working from home, and they're choosing to live in Mexico because the money that they make, they get to save that money, and they love being in Rocky. I see them riding their bicycles every day. They're going to the Malagon, they're going to the beach, they're going fishing, they're walking on the beach. It's just an incredible thing. So I know that Mexico and Rocky Point may not be for all of us or all of you, but this year I'm going to be building tiny houses. I have a model that I'm working on right now. We're starting a couple more this coming month, and I think it's gonna just blow up because the people really need to live debt free, and they need to be able to live without the pressures of not being able to pay their bills and live comfortably. So if you're retired, you're living on Social Security, and you want some help, and you want to come and live on the beach, near the beach at Puerto Penasco, and I've got contacts all over Mexico. So if you don't want to live in Puerto Penasco, you may want to live in Guadalajara, you may want to live in San Miguel Allende, you may want to live in San Carlos, you might want to live in any other little town that you want to be in. I've got contacts all over Mexico that can help you, do the same thing that we're doing in Rocky Point. So don't want to overdo it, mis amigos, but I'm here for you, and I thank God every day that I get up. I am so happy and so pleased, and it's so enjoyable to reach out to you, mis amigos, and say hello and let you know that all my friends, all my families, all the people that I know, I love you guys all, and I want the best for you. And just to put it all in a nutshell, so my grandkids, they love to come to Rocky Point. And one of my granddaughter tells me, "Hey, Captain," because my name's Captain Kappa. So Captain Grandpa. So I'm not the grandpa, I'm the Captain Kappa. And she says, "Boy, you got a lot of amigos." And she's absolutely right. And I was born in the United States, and I lived in the United States all my life. And I have so many more friends and so many more relationships now that I live in Mexico. And I thank God every day for giving me the opportunity to serve my people, to serve you guys, to help you in your real estate needs, not only in the United States, but in Mexico. So enjoy this week. If you need some help, please let me know. I was in Phoenix also because I have another family that I helped buy a property here a few years ago. Their family is larger. They want to sell their house and buy a 4 or 5 bedroom. I was out visiting with them this morning, and I visited 2 other clients while I was in town, and I had a wonderful time with my daughters and my grandkids, and it was just like every time I come out, it's just a wonderful experience, and I love being with my friends and with my grandkids and with my family. And this business has given me the opportunity to do that. And as many of you, my real estate friends, all my associates that I've worked with over the years, you know how blessed you are, right? When my mother was sick, and for 5 years, every month I would take a week off and go to California and be with her and be by her side and cook for her and laugh with her and watch TV and just enjoy life. When you're in that daily grind and you're working for somebody else every day of your life, you think about that, because your life is going to pass you by. And those people that you're working for, most of them don't care about you. And so you need to learn how to invest on your own and become financially independent, and stop being in that daily grind where you have to go to work for somebody every day of your life. And I tell that to my kids, and I've got a son that's coming out of college right now, and I tell him, mijo, you know, your skins are important, your degree is super important. I said, but having your own business and being independent, because I think that's where you find your peace, that's where you find your joy, that's where you find your love for life. So anyways, I don't want to, I just want to share those thoughts with you. I'm your real estate expert in Phoenix Metro and in Puerto Penasco. I've got contacts all over Mexico, so if you want to buy or sell some property in Mexico, or for that matter, even in the United States, from coast to coast, if you have a piece of property that you want to sell, or you want to buy somewhere in the United States, reach out to me, because I've got contacts all over the place through our real estate network that can help you. People that are licensed, people that are professionals. Okay, mis amigos, Juanito Sánchez, su experto en bienes raíces en los Estados Unidos y también en México. Quiero que ustedes vivan tranquilamente. Yo les puedo ayudar a comprar una casa en México. Si están en seguro social y apenas andan pagando sus cuentas, ya dejen todo eso, márquenme y les puedo ayudar. Si ustedes son unas personas jóvenes que apenas andan comenzando, también ando haciendo casas, los tiny houses, casas pequeñas, que les puedo ayudar. Y cualquier cosa que les pueda ayudar, ustedes avísenme. And I will be more than happy, va a ser mi placer enseñarle lo que yo conozco de este negocio. I'll be more than happy to share. Okay, mis amigos, so that's my wife calling me, so I'm going to cut out. Que Dios los bendiga. God bless you guys all. Los quiero. I love you guys all. Enjoy your week, and God bless you. Adios. Juanito Sánchez checking out. I'm almost in Gila Bend now, heading towards. Look at this big smile. Rocky Point, Puerto Penasco. I'll be there in a couple hours. Okay, talk to you later, Miss Amigos.